Now the time to comment on closed session items. First, they speak on any item that is not that is listed on the closed session agenda. Speakers are requested to fill out a speaker card and state their name and address the board and address before addressing the board. Individual speakers are asked to limit their comments to an important item to no more than 3 minutes in order to allow everyone who wishes to speak the opportunity to do so. Groups are asked to limit their comments to a total of 10 minutes. I have a speaker card from Neil Gilbert.
Good afternoon. I appreciate the opportunity to speak before you today. My name is Neil Gilbert. My address is 103 Old Toronto in Orinda. I have 2 of my children graduated from Wagner Ranch already. I'm a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, teaching social welfare policy management. I'm also chairman of the board of one of the largest child welfare agencies in Northern California, and I served for 9 years as a board member of the Head West School. I offer my credentials because I understand the educational enterprise from both sides of the aisle, both from the classroom and from the board. I'd like to ask you today to hear the complaint lodged by a Wagner Ranch teacher against Principal Unrich, which I understand has been dismissed by Superintendent Jacquenet. I'm not privy to the details of this complaint and have no idea of its ultimate merits. My request that you hear this case is based on the fact that it is one more in a growing list of complaints against Principal Unrich's abusive and unprofessional behavior, which have been ignored by Jacquenet. 3 years ago, 60 parents signed a complaint against Principal Unrich for abuse of public authority in the of children and parents, a hugely disproportionate number of parents who felt their children had been mistreated by her were members of minority groups. Jacquenet ignored the parent complaints. Since that time, the evidence of professional incompetence has been mounting. A Wagner Ranch parent survey of the educational environment at the school revealed a 50% approval rating for Principal Unrich. This was way below the 87% approval rating that was given to teachers and staff. And I should add that that survey was not anonymous. A number of people told me personally that they did not want to take it because they were afraid if they said something negative, there would be this retribution against them. Superintendent Jacquenet ignored this dismal evaluation. Since then, a discrimination case against Unrich was filed by a family which entailed the cost of legal fees to the district. I'm not aware of the outcome of this case. A number of families, including some people in this room, have transferred their children out of Wagner Ranch. And now we have a complaint from the teacher, and I understand there's another family prepared to file a complaint. Jacquenet has ignored Unrich's pattern of disrespect towards parents and insensitivity towards students and bullying of teachers that continues to this day. Whatever the outcome of the teacher's complaint is, I think it's time that the board holds Jacquenet accountable for the administrative blight at Wagner Ranch.
My comments, and I mirror everything that Neil said. I want to add a couple of additional points. I'd like to make this public comment on behalf of teachers and parents regarding the public employee complaint we'll be voting on in closed session today. It's my understanding that the board will vote today whether or not to even discuss the complaint at some future date. The whole reason this topic is before you today is that our superintendent dismissed the complaint. However, this employee was concerned enough to elevate the complaint to you all. On behalf of children, parents, teachers, Orinda citizens, voters, and taxpayers, we are here to remind you and board that it is your obligation and your duty to be fully aware of issues in our schools. We urge you to take swift and responsible action to review this matter. As well, I understand that you're doing superintendent evaluation today. Based on years of serious complaints by parents and teachers and children, we hope you carefully consider if he's the right person for this position. Let me remind the board that the superintendent reports to you all, and you all were elected to work for the Orinda people.
Charles Shannon.
Charles Shannon, President. I think anytime a teacher or parent spends time writing a complaint about something that feels really legitimate to them, I think we expect the board, elected by Orinda residents, to take a look at it, see what's going on in schools. I think it's another way to see what's going on, hear the voices of those of us who are working with children. So I really encourage you to take that time and look at it. I have not seen the complaint myself. I don't know the merits of it, but I think it's really important for all of you as elected members of the board to take time to look at it and understand what we're dealing with from day to day. Thank you.
Any more?
Can you go to the next person, please?
Andrea Persinger.
Hi, do you want my address and everything, or just, okay, then I'm at 102 Mina Don Miguel in Orinda. And I was a former Wagner family, and I left almost 3 years ago due to the environment at Wagner. And I just was shocked to learn that 7 of families that I know of, 7, that should make all of you board members just wake up and say, what is going on, left. And all of them, I see them around town, we are happy, we are at different schools, there are choices. And what I tell people, which really breaks my heart, because I had, good teachers at Wagner, but when I went to deal with the principal, it was horrifying. And her unprofessional, just everything. It was just like, and I got to the new school, and it's like, this is the way a school should function. So parents have options, and they should just vote with their feet and transfer. And I think a lot of us have done that, and I'm so happy. Sleepy Hollow is amazing. So just to let you know that, it's sad to say that, but there it is.
Tamara Kate.
My name is Tamara Hayat. I am a Wagner parent, and I'm here to urge the board to hear the complaint filed by the teacher from Wagner Ranch. First, because it's important to hear not only to address the merits in good faith, but also as a statement that the members of this board understand and take seriously their obligation to be accountable to the members of this community. The messages coming out of Wagner for the past 10 years regarding the principal's misuse of authority against parents, students, and children have been compelling and consistent. The letters and complaints asking for help at the district level have been consistently ignored and summarily dismissed, often reflexively condoning the actions of the principal. There's no reason to believe that the problems at Wagner are going to stop. There's no reason to believe that the members of the Wagner Ranch community will stop asking you, as independent elected representatives, to do your job and address their concerns. So please hear and consider the concerns of this teacher and use it as a turning point to help make Wagner a supportive environment for our teachers and our children. Thank you.
Amy Moore. Simone Starr.
My name is Simone Starr, and I'm from Orinda. I'm here to urge you to hear the complaint filed by the Wagner Ranch teacher and to address the concerns that parents and teachers have with the conduct of our superintendent. Tonight, you will hear his performance for the year in your closed session. And what I'd like you to do is remember that in your review, our family, as well as many others, has had our legitimate concerns about an important issue in our school summarily dismissed by our superintendent. This conduct is bad for our children and bad for our community. You were elected to hold our superintendent accountable, and that is what I expect you to do today.
I don't see any more speaker cards.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Britt. I attended Wagner through second grade. I left due to the behavior of the principal. It was a very bad environment for me. I hated it, and I didn't want to go to school because of the way the principal was treating me and other students. I left. I went to Mayor School. I love Mayor School. It is the best school. I'm so happy now since I've left. I now go to OIS. It's a great environment, but I've heard complaints from all the parents here, my mom, my dad. I just feel bad for the kids because, it's hard to go to school when you don't like it. And I was there, and it's just really difficult. Thank you.
I don't see any more speaker cards, so we will adjourn to closed session.